What's up, guys? I'm just making this video because I'm gonna give my thoughts and feelings about Pokegen. Um, uh, I decided to do this just because someone made a post about how it's cheating, and it kind of blew up from there. And it's just kind of like this never-ending battle between different people thinking it's cheating, thinking it's not. Um, And so really I'm just making this video to say what I think. And holy crap, he outsped me. I'm probably gonna lose now. Um, he's probably got Magic Guard. I don't know. Is that a Dream Mode ability for this guy? I don't know. Um, but yeah. Sorry, I'm really distracted with this video. Um, I don't even know where I was at. Okay, so he said it was cheating, and he said it's because you're genning to get the perfect Pokemon. It'd be like cheating on an exam. Um, but that's different because when you take an exam, it's the purpose of taking an exam is to make sure that you know the information. Uh, I mean, that's what like the purpose of the exam is to make sure you know what you're doing. Um, so if you cheated off your friend or something, you would not be um, you would not be fulfilling the purpose of beating the exam, uh, or of passing the exam, I should say. So, Pokegening, I mean, like he said taking an exam is like going into battle, and he said you can either cheat and get there, or um, study and get there, but breeding your Pokemon and such, um, I mean, the point of battling isn't to make sure you did everything to be able to pass it, I guess, or beat your opponent. The point of battling, um, I don't know. It's really kind of hard to really say what I'm thinking. I'm like having a lack of words for this comparison. Um, like it all makes sense to me, but it's not just coming out in words. Um, I'm really give me a second to think about this. Okay, I think I've got this in words that I can say. He said taking the exam is like battling. Okay, um, the purpose of an exam is to test your knowledge of what you had previously done studying. Um, battling, competitive battling, is not about testing what you had previously done training. It's about testing your skill level as in strategy. It's about testing your strategy. Um, so that's not really a correct analogy there that he made. So the the biggest thing that you have to really understand is that when competitive battling is not the same thing as what Pokemon really is. Um, what I'm playing right here. This is Pokemon. It's about raising your Pokemon, that kind of thing. Competitive battling is not about raising your Pokemon. It's a turn-based strategy. Um, I'm gonna try this guy again. But yeah, it's a turn-based strategy. It's about being strategic. It's not about raising your Pokemon, and that's really the biggest thing that you have to understand. I mean, that's just what it is. Um, I mean, I can't really explain it any better than that. I mean, as soon as you walk into that Wi-Fi room, one of two things can happen. One, it's like starting a whole new game. It's a strategy game. It's not an RPG. It's a turn-based strategy game. Or when you walk in, it can be just like old times, linking your cable with your friends, battling a Charizard, because tiers don't matter. I mean, the only thing that really matters is the level of your Pokemon and, making sure you have the right type in. Um, you're just chilling, trying to be the very best, playing it as an RPG. So you can either play it as an RPG or you can play it as a strategy game. Whoa, what just happened there? What just happened? Let me figure this out. Okay, I got it fixed. Um, so, I mean, you can either walk into the Wi-Fi room and play it as an RPG, given, um, your starter Pokemon, HMs like Cut and stuff, and battle with that. Or you can battle it as a strategy game. Um, and, if you're just totally ditching the whole RPG thing and playing it as a strategy game, how you obtain the Pokemon doesn't really matter because that's not what it's about. I mean, look at chess, for example. Chess is a turn-based strategy game, just like Pokemon is. It's about besting your opponent, um, you know, and in this analogy, your Pokemon would be the equivalent to the pieces you're using in chess. Um, it's about using those pieces to overcome your opponent's pieces. And in chess, how you obtain those pieces does not really matter. I mean, if you buy your pieces, if you chop down a tree and carve your pieces out of wood, if you use, like, I don't know, if you use pill bottles or cups to represent the different pieces, it doesn't matter. It's how you get the pieces is 100% irrelevant. It's how you use them. Same with Pokemon. It's not about how you get the Pokemon. It's about that they're there and you have to win with them. Um, that's what this strategy is about. Um, I mean, if if I have to sit here and use like, um, I don't know, I'm trying to just look around and find something small. Um, let's say I use this battery that I just found on this computer desk. If I use this battery to represent my rook, and you actually use, like a nice store-bought glass, like high-quality rook, does your rook have any advantage over mine? No. I mean, if you sit there and train your Pokemon, or I Pokegen my Pokemon, I mean, it doesn't matter, um, unless you only go half at it with your Pokemon. I mean, if you don't really care about nature and stuff, um, I mean, that's your fault. I mean, competitive battling is about, having the correct IVs, the correct nature, having it exactly how you want it. And if you don't put it exactly how you want it, it's not that I have an advantage, it's that you just put yourself at a disadvantage. Um, I mean, that's what competitive battling is. I mean, there's things like Pokemon Online, Pokemon Showdown, these simulators, and I use those. It's a nice way to quickly do competitive battling, test out new Pokemon, gain experience. And I don't really even DS battle all that much. Um, I've been trying to more lately, but only for my channel. Um, and when you play on Pokemon Online, it's not cheating. Um, I mean, that's what competitive battling is. Being able to have the correct Pokemon exactly how you want them. Um, and if you just sit there and you breed, if you put them exactly how you want them, you put that much time into it, they're going to be exactly how you want them, whether you Pokegen or breed. But if you just only half at it, it's not that I have an advantage, again, it's that you're just putting yourself at a disadvantage, when really you could be doing better and you're just not. Like when I Pokegen, I'm not doing anything, that, exceeds the limits of the game. I'm not giving myself like 252 EVs in every stat, giving myself above 31 IVs. I'm not cheating. Everything I'm doing is perfectly possible for me to have. Same like even event Pokemon, it's possible to have, the Jirachis and the Shaymins that I have. Um, again, it just takes time. Um, but, I mean, they're a part of the competitive battling scene. I mean, Jirachi is a part of competitive battling. Um, I, if there's anything I'm going to be mad about someone Pokegening, though, it's that. Because, um, you can't really go out and just obtain a Jirachi or a Mew like anytime you want right now. Um, but I mean, that's still part of the competitive battling scene. They still exist. So I don't know. Um, it's still if complaining about like things like Jirachi and stuff. I mean, Jirachi and Shaman and all them, they're not as good as Nintendo says they are. I mean, Nintendo tells them they're freaking uber. I mean, they're just some OU pokes. Um, if you really are going to complain about that, I mean, it just doesn't sound right. Because, I mean, while you can certainly use Shaman or Jirachi or Mew to be a big asset to your team, I mean, there's other Pokemon that can fill out a role that they will be filling out or whatever. Um, so, I don't know. It's just, I just don't think you should be complaining about event Pokemon. I mean, if you're going to be complaining about something, I say complain about Wish Bliss because um, that was um, an event handed out. You had to go to a Poke Center. I think there's only like 2 in the world or 3 or something. I know there's one in New York. I'm pretty sure there's one in Japan. I mean, it wouldn't make sense if there wasn't. But I think actually you had to go to the New York Poke Center um, to uh, get, like, I think it had to actually be the New York Poke Center to get a Wish Bliss. And I've seen many forums, many people who actually did get a Wish Bliss, and they only handed them out in actually one of 2 natures, which would be calm or careful. And they had like terrible IVs across the board. They had like 13, 14, like that, like across the board. So if you have a Wish Bliss, it's not possible to give it 31 IVs in every stat or a nature other than calm or careful. And so if you are like, I mean, Nintendo didn't give us, you know, trying to think what I'm trying to say here. Nintendo didn't give us a Wish Bliss with 31 IVs like they did, give us like Wish Jirachi with 31 IVs or something like that. So Wish Bliss with 31 IVs really does not exist, or Bliss with IVs that are above 20 in any IV. So if you're gonna complain about someone Pokegening something, complain about Pokegening a Wish Bliss, because that, I guess you could say, really is cheating. But it's not a big deal to me because it's Wish Bliss. It's not that hard to deal with. But yeah, if you're gonna complain about something, complain about that, because really there's no reason to complain about someone using Pokegen. Oh yes, I avoided this attack. That's fantastic. But yeah, just complaining about Pokegen. I mean, if you're gonna complain about someone using Pokegen on a playthrough like this, that's different because that's cheating. But when you step into the Wi-Fi room and you say you want a UU battle or an OU battle, it's expected that you're gonna have the correct IVs. That's what competitive battling is. It's expected that you have all that stuff down correctly. So if you don't, I mean, It's not my fault. I don't have an advantage. Well, I do have an advantage, but I mean, I'm not giving myself an advantage. You're just putting yourself at a disadvantage. Um, I don't know. I guess that's the best I can really explain it. If you really don't understand that, I'm sorry, I can't really help. Um, oh, dang it, I was hoping my Whirlipede would come out. Uh, but yeah, Pokegen, it's really not cheating. Sorry if you think it is, but it's really not. So, um, I guess I'm just gonna end on that. Uh, maybe I'll finish out the rest of this battle just so you can see. But it's Pokegen's really just not cheating. Um, I'm sorry if you think it is, but it's really not. I mean, strategy-based games just aren't about, you know, how you obtain your players. It's just about how you use them. I mean, if competitive battling really was about how you obtain your Pokemon, though, things like, um, Pokemon Online and Pokemon Showdown, which I so often do, just wouldn't be fun because it'd be about how you catch your Pokemon and you don't catch your Pokemon in that. If you if you if you really play Pokemon to breed and you know capture your Pokemon, um, and you do that because you think it's fun, that's fine. Um, you can just get off online, never go in the Wi-Fi room again. But all of you are probably going to go in the Wi-Fi room again because you don't play to train your Pokemon, because that's just not fun. You play to battle. Um, Simply put, that's just what it is. Um, yeah. Well, uh, awkward silence, but I'd be in, so I don't really have anything more to say. I'm just kind of repeating myself. Uh, yeah, I Pokegen really just is not cheating. So I'll see y'all later. Um, Pokegen isn't cheating. Uh, bye.